as I've slowly gone insane due to COVID and the upcoming class war, if not the ongoing class war, I thought I'd take a look-see into the bog past and examine some fancy-looking writing utensils. I'm gonna review pens, and there's nothing you can do about it aside from not watch this, and then it's as if the video doesn't exist. So, here's the Lamy Safari. It's Old Faithful. Tri-gripped plastic beauty. Very likely be the first pen you're ever recommended if you make the mistake of stumbling onto a fountain pen forum and asking, what fountain pen should I get? These pens come in a plethora of colors, but you can't really have this color anymore because it's a limited edition. I think they make limited editions every year now, and then they also have like further special editions, and people tend to freak out about them. I think there's a Pikachu one online that sells for a few hundred. It's just like this, but it's yellow, has a red clip, and it comes with a Pikachu toy that looks like it's railed a line or two. But this is the Lamy Safari in petrol. A limited edition release from 2017 if my brain is accessing my neurons properly. I think this can be washed off pretty easily. Well, attempting to. Alright, well, that's okay. This nib is an extra fine, which is German for tick. Yeah, enough talking. Let's see the magic in action. Boop. Oh yeah, that's it. It does the thing. You can definitely use this pen to do things with it. You can do so many things. You can write your essays and lists and notes for yourself, whatever you may be going on. Just quick little reminders. Generally speaking, I'm of the opinion that you don't want to get anything larger than an extra fine, which is German for not extra fine, which this is actually the thinnest writing nib you can get. The line gets so thick that you're basically going to drown in it if you don't remove it from the paper quick enough. I'm kidding. Buy whatever pen size you want. There's lots of reviews online by people who call themselves fountain pen people for whatever reason. That being said, the fine and dandy thing about these pens is that nib swapping is a real breeze, and just to clarify, the nib is the part that writes. But yeah, it's super easy. You just pull it off, bleep bloop. This one's actually not even my original one. Mine was pilfered by my partner. I think I'll go get it back. Mango. This is actually the most recent special edition, but here you can see the very stealthy, very cool nib that comes with it. Very aerodynamic if it'll focus. You could definitely kill a man with this and probably induce a decent amount of blood poisoning as well. You can actually get the Safari in a decent amount of nibs. Extra fine, fine, medium, broad, double broad. And that literally just refers to how thick the little ball at the end of iridium or whatever they use is. Just how thick the line is. There's some special boys. There's 1.1 to 1.7 Italic Nibs. And what those are, they're just used for classic calligraphy. Medieval letters, not the loopy letters with your crush's name that you write on your grade 7 homework. There is also, for deviations of nature, a left-handed nib, and if I remember correctly, I think it has a slight angle to the nib, so whereas these nibs may sort of look like this at the end, the left-handed ones may have more of an angle. I don't know if this is the right way, but that's an angle. But it has a slight angle to the nib, and so is around an extra fine or a fine in thickness. It dries a bit quicker, and the angle makes it easier to use for your debilitating condition. Speaking of nibs, though, I've got a properly wacko one. This boy. A real nightmare to see for whoever calls themselves a fountain pen aficionado, which should be no one. Just a relic from my days as a pen salesman. Let's see if she'll go. Why not? You know, it's so easy. You just pop her on. Boop. Wow. the way fountain pens work is that this is the feed, which has ink running to it. You can see that if I do this, there's ink. And so the ink pops up onto, feeds into this line here, essentially this slit. And so ink travels down it and gets on the paper and makes some beautiful lines. Let's see if this guy will work. That's mostly, oh, there you go. Oh, no. All right, that was an attempt. Back to the pen itself. You'll see here it's got what it's called a tri-grip. It's got three sides. Traditionally, this is meant to serve as a way for school children to learn the proper way to hold a pen. No wonder it's one of the most popular fountain pens for adults in America. That's a jab at America, of course, that beautiful sinking ship of a country run by a mango safari. The tri-grip is pretty annoying, I've heard, for people who don't have a normal grip, so you probably wouldn't ever want to get it if you don't hold a pen like most people do. But for everyone else, it feels plenty comfortable. If we were to open her up, we can see the internal cartridge. So the pen comes with one blue cartridge. Regardless of what color Safari you get, you'll actually only ever get blue. Lamy has some other basic colors in cartridges, but I guess it's a pretty important disclaimer to make that most every pen nowadays has their own proprietary connector, so you can't just go buy any cartridge willy-nilly and expect it to work. One of the reasons people like fountain pens is because you can choose your own colors, and you can't really do that with a cartridge unless you get into some syringe magic. But that's where converters come into play. These are just like little syringes. Basically, instead of a cartridge, you're gonna pop this guy in, and then you stick him into an ink bottle, and then you suck it up, and then you can write with whatever color you want. Oh, look, I'm making a mess here. I just spit to do this. This is a terrible idea. All right, we can worry about that later. So yeah, converter instead of a cartridge, but I'm gonna stick to a cartridge because it's just reliable and easy. And I've grown a bitter and old man who doesn't need the thousands of colors, and blue, black work for me just fine. Nice little ink window, and that's about it. It says Germany on the bottom, in case you wanted to impress your friends with your Chapman engineering pen. These guys go for about $35 Canadian, which is about I think $2 American. You could buy them wherever you'd like. Thanks. Check out the Lamy website though. All right, so you go here, got a bunch of features. Very cool, very cool. All right, the favorite colors, in German: gelb, grün, blau, pink. And that's pink is not German for pink. I think rosa or rosa, rose, is German for pink. So amusing.